I see what ho, chaps and chappets, Game Chap and Bertie here.
Yes.
Yes, indeed, fellows, and I dare say we are now bringing you the latest news from Minecraft and Mojang, and I dare say there's some quite exciting and interesting things on the table here, old chap.
Well, there most certainly is, as we all know already. Microsoft has bought the whole thing. If you didn't know that, I don't know where you've been, but at least you know now.
That's right, of course.
But anyway,
Microsoft are in charge very much now, and indeed we are in the year 2015, or 2015 if you prefer, and so I think anyone could guess that Mojang and Microsoft will be wanting to make some changes rather sharpish this year in order to get the ball rolling off to a good start for Minecraft.
oh, most certainly, yes indeed. Now, what's this all about? Well, as you may have heard us reporting in the past, there were rumours and suggestions, etc., so forth, about being able to change your Minecraft in-game name.
Yes, that's right, and
No.
these have been going around for absolutely ages now, old chap.
Well, yes, of course.
These rumours and sayings.
Well, indeed. Now, of course, you can't do that at the moment. But you're going to be able to now.
Really?
Now, most certainly, very, very soon.
Very soon, I see.
Yes. Now, the only thing you need to do this is a Mojang account.
I see.
But you have to migrate your old Minecraft account if you don't already currently use an email address to sign in.
I see. So in other words, what we're saying here, the only requirement is to have a Mojang account and of course the game Minecraft. But if you don't currently sign in with your email address, johnsmith@aol.com or something like that, you're going to have to ensure that you migrate over to the new, or quotes new, email-based system. So in other words, you can't use the username Harry Potter to sign in, you have to use an email address. And once you've done that and made the migration change, then you can change your username.
Right, so just pausing there, this migration change, how does that differ? Is it advantageous to do this, or is it something that you don't necessarily want to do?
Well, I mean, it's something that Mojang have been trying to get people to do for as long as I care to remember now, for a very long time, in fact. And, of course, it doesn't really offer any real benefits, other than, of course, to bring all your information on Mojang games together in one place, like Minecraft and Scrolls and Cobalt, etc., and so forth. But, of course, the main game, of course, here is Minecraft. That's the game Microsoft brought out, so the migration system is perhaps a bit of an annoyance for the average player, although no doubt Mojang have their reasons for asking people to do it.
Most certainly, and it seems that this is a rather good way to get a lot of people to migrate to their old account over.
Well, it seems that's where they're going, old chap.
Well, that most certainly does.
Now, just to be 100% clear, Fideos, there won't be any charge to change your username. That's right, it's free of charge.
Is it really? Well, really?
It's exciting news, isn't it?
Wonderful. I'm so pleased.
I'm sorry to knock your socks off like that,
Yes,
but...
I'm really pleased they're not going to charge us to change your name. Thank you very much. Right, anyway, yes, so that's rather wonderful. So you're going to be able to change your name very, very soon. They've got all of this in place, ready to go. Now, once the feature is made available, you'll see a change link next to your Minecraft name on your Mojang, I beg your pardon, account page.
I see, right, okay.
Yes.
So in other words, what they're saying here is that when the feature becomes available, as they say, you'll be able to log into your Mojang account, click the change button and change your username away. But of course, with all things like this, there are a number of rules and regulations to be aware of.
Well, there most certainly are. Now, I'm sure a lot of you out there, chaps and chappets out there listening now, are saying, well, this is absolutely spiffing. I'm going to run along, like I said, and say, I'm going to get Game Chap's name.
I'm going to change my name to Notch, or Jeb.
No, I'm going to change my name to Game Chap. And I'm sure there's some of you out there thought, well, my best friend's Sid, so I'm going to change my name to Sid now. Well, apparently, of course, you see, you can't actually have the same name as another player.
You can't do that, that's right.
They would have to change their name so that you could then get that name that they had.
That's right. So in other words, you can't just go along and claim poor old Mr. Notch's name even though he doesn't play the game anymore and lives in a large house. You still can't get his name unless he frees up his old username first.
Yes, most certainly. So therefore, you can't have Sid's name if Sid's your best friend.
Well,
you'll have to have Lord Sid.
Yes, or King Sid.
Yes,
now, of course, if you do change your username to something else, or let's say hypothetically that your friend changed their username, then there's another catch.
Is there really?
You'll have to wait 37 days before that old username becomes available.
Ah, right, okay, because that's if you want to change to another name that someone's letting you have, or they've got rid of, or something, or whatever. Or they've just given up playing Minecraft forever and thrown it all away.
Notch sells you his username for many, many zeros, you know, on the end of the number. After 37 days, you can finally claim the name. But of course, this is where a problem arises.
Right.
Because if you were to make an arrangement to get a certain username that was rather desirable, you'd have to be a bit quick about getting it after those 37 days expired, old chap.
Right.
Otherwise, someone else could come jolly well snipe it from you, I say.
My goodness me, would an entire secondary market suddenly open up here. People selling names.
You nerd, old chap.
Right.
I can already see the
How much do
listings
you want?
on eBay
How much
now.
would you give me for my birthday name? Come on.
Bertie chap, I wouldn't pay you a penny of that, old
Maybe
mate.
£10, £10, £10, £15, £15,
Five
£15,
pence.
£20, and £20, £25. Yes, okay.
I can see the listings all over eBay now. Buy this username, Harry Potter 123, and buy this username, Lord Notch.
Yes.
I can see them all there now, Fidels. Indeed, no doubt there is the possibility of that. I'm not quite sure how Mojang and/or Microsoft might react to that. Perhaps with a bit of disapproval, I suspect, old chap.
Well, yeah, we
probably it's against their terms anyway. I should
no
think.
doubt it is. We're sure no one's going to do that. Of course.
No.
But seriously, yes, no. Being serious, of course, if you want to change your name, you can change it to anything you like, but
That's
just
right.
not someone else's name.
That's the crux of the matter, yes.
Right.
Now, also, there's another very important point that you have to pay attention to, fellows.
Yes.
If you have an unpaid username, that means a non-premium Minecraft account. Now, pay attention. You are going to lose that username as a result of the name-changing system being introduced unless you make payment for the name in time.
Aha! So this is another way then to catch all the people that have somehow acquired the game without parting with any money?
Yes, what I commonly term the Pirate Pete's of the world, old chap. If you are a pirate, that is, if you have got the game through the cracked means, now, I just have to cast my mind back here, Mr. Notch actually at one point turned a bit of a blind eye to that sort of thing.
He did.
And he said it was okay, and he doesn't really care, just enjoy the game.
And then he said he does care, and now he doesn't care either way.
Now he doesn't care at all, but now you'll see Microsoft own the game, so they do care, I think.
They care.
They care lots.
They care lots and lots, yes.
So also, as a result of this, of course, it seems that if you have a cracked account, that no doubt means something to many of you out there. Of course, you won't be able to continue playing unless you pay for that account in time. Otherwise, the name will be wiped, struck off the record, and freed up for someone else to take.
Right,
you
okay.
have been warned, I say.
Most certainly. So it's a clever way there of sorting that particular little quotes problem out.
That's right. You'll see, they appear to be killing three birds with one stone
They
here,
do.
old chap.
Migration, then this,
They've got the migration, they've got the hacked accounts, and of course you have to ask yourself, is this what Notch would have wanted? Well, I don't know, old boy, but either way it's happening.
Well, it's happening indeed, you see. So now after changing your name, you have to wait 30 days before you can do so again. So if you change it to Sid and then you want Sid the Best, you'll have to wait 30 days, you see.
I see.
And you can also change your name back after 30 days if you want to.
So basically, if I for some reason changed my name to Lord Hippopotamus or something like that, and I thought, oh no, what have I done? I can't change my channel name so people won't know who I am anymore. After 30 days, I can actually get my Game Chat name back. And of course, I don't have to worry because no one else can grab it in that time because everyone else has to wait 37 days.
Yes, most
So
certainly.
there's a small grace period of 1 week there for you to undo your horrible mistake if you made one.
Most certainly. And now, of course, now I'm sure you're all asking out there, well, when will we be able to do this? Well, of course, now as we said, when it does happen, you'll have a link next to your Minecraft name on your Mojang account page.
That's right.
Now they say that they're going to make this, they're planning to make the name changing available on February the 4th, so not long to wait for this feature.
The 4th of February.
Most certainly, it's been confirmed. It's not just something we're talking about. It's been confirmed it's going to happen on February the 4th, so say.
Now, just a couple of other points here before you continue. Changing your username will not affect your status on any given multiplayer server, Fedios, okay? So if you've been banned from a server, you can't change your name to get around that ban, I'm sorry to say.
No, indeed.
Also, it won't cause you to lose your inventory or position on any given server either. Because, of course, there's a new user ID system now instead of these names. Now, it is not currently known exactly how this will affect older or perhaps modded servers, which may or may not support the changes at this time, but I think the overall consensus is it is going to be alright.
Well, they think so.
We think.
They don't know.
Kind of.
They don't know whether
It might be.
Exactly.
Possibly.
It might be, possibly, and sort of thing. But they don't actually know. But yes, they think they're hoping it's going to be okay on modded or older servers. But we'll have to wait and see how that comes out. In fact, just thinking of modded mod packs, etc., so forth. We're doing mod packs over on our other channel at the moment, aren't we? Chat Play.
Yes, it's rather fun.
And we've just done Crash Landing. Go and have a look at that. The link's up there. We'd love to see you over there, subscribe, and all the rest of it.
Rather fun. Now,
Most certainly, when you finish listening to the news, because you've got another rather interesting piece of news, have we not?
we are not done yet, old chap. We have something else rather important to cover here, Fidels. Now, of course, that was the username changing situation. Now, of course, as some of you are wondering, what is this next point?
Well, yes. Now, most certainly, as we said now Microsoft have obviously taken the game over now,
Yes.
and undoubtedly there will be changes, etc., that they want to implement, blah, blah, blah. Now, we understand from what was said a few days ago, it seems now that they have the ability to actually see how many people are playing Minecraft at any given time immediately, just like that.
Really?
Most certainly. Some form of tracking in some way that enables them to now see exactly who or how many people are online throughout the entire world.
That is very interesting. Now, to our knowledge, fellows, this is a first. They have not been able to do this before.
No,
and actually, as Bertie just said there, they can see the precise numbers of who's playing the game at any given time. So therefore, if you're playing the game, they know about it.
Most certainly, yes indeed. They, believe they actually did say this is the first time ever. So this is new, just come along and right, it's there, it's happening now, as it were.
This is very interesting, and it goes a step further, fellows. You see, it seems the level of tracking here is not just limited to the fact that you're playing the game. Of course, if you've got the snooper turned on, they can also see various information about your machine, etc.
Yes.
But also, they know which game mode you're playing. In other words, they know if you're playing multiplayer, but also even by yourself, they know.
Exactly. So they will be able to see exactly how many people are playing overall, but also know whether they're in multiplayer or, of course, whether, as GameStop just said, just on your own.
In single player.
In single player. So they're tracking now exactly how many people are online at any given time. Now, if you think about it, that's going to be rather important information to Microsoft, who now own this game. I'm looking from a business point of view, it would be for any business, I'm sure, because when people are online, they're actively there playing the game, which means that they can determine from that the interest. There may be ways even
to monetize them.
To monetize them,
yes.
To reach out within the game, perhaps in the future, for example, just putting this out there, when you go into the game, it might pop something up. The latest upgrade or something by Microsoft, the latest thing they want to introduce, etc. so forth. This data will be very, very useful to them. And of course, on their side, but of course on our side, we sit there thinking, well, they know we're online now. So there's some form of tracking going on here now.
So basically, whenever you're online, Big Brother is very much watching you and knows you're there.
He most certainly is.
We don't yet know if Big Brother can see that you're currently building a statue of something you shouldn't be building of, etc. and so forth.
Exactly.
But we do know that, of course, Big Brother knows you're there, and that is in itself quite an interesting development, I think.
Well, it most certainly is, yes indeed. I mean, we said we weren't sure what was going to be coming out in the bag this year, but it seems the first thing that's coming out hasn't been a mob or anything like that, or an update to a new biome or something. It's been, well, look, a pair of binoculars looking at you online,
yes.
and just seeing what you're doing along with the name change thrown in.
Happy New Year, and remember, we're watching you.
Yes, we're watching, but if it's all for your good, though,
it's all for your good.
Worry. Because, goodness me, if people want people to watch them, don't they? Feel safe then, don't they?
Yes, I think so.
Of course they do.
Anyway,
it's an interesting sort of.
It's an interesting development, certainly.
There,
yes.
And we don't know, of course, whether it will go. What will come from this? Whether they'll track more information or what?
Certainly, this tracking game first started, of course, when they said they were going to introduce the snooper, and you could turn it on or off. So don't worry. And I think at the time we actually said, well, what if they take this further? And it seems indeed, what do you know, they are taking it further, old chap.
Yes, I don't think we should be that surprised that this is something that is being implemented.
No.
Because it's the sort of thing that Microsoft do.
Well, let's be frank, but I think you're right, old chap.
It's the sort of thing that all large companies now want to do online.
That's
they do
right.
it, but it's not necessarily that comfortable for those Minecrafters, etc., who've been playing the game for years that aren't used to this sort of thing happening.
Exactly, sort of this precise tracking going on, exact numbers, which game mode you're in, etc., and so forth. It's certainly very precise, and of course, I suppose if you had a system in place to type in a username, you could find out exactly what a given person was doing. So you see, it has various implications there. But there you are, videos. We have indeed some rather interesting news. How to change your name coming soon on February the 4th, and of course the new tracking system. What do you make of all this, I say?
Most certainly do. Yes, indeed. Let us know in the comments what you think about all this, and I'm sure there'll be more to come in the future very soon.
Yes, indeed, I say. But this has been Game Chip and Buddy bringing you the latest Minecraft news. Do stay tuned, or I say we look forward to seeing you then, my word. Until then.